Welcome to Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone. We're live inside Muscatine Hy-Vee on 2nd Avenue in Muscatine, streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Now, here's Tony Tone.
Here it is, Friday, the 7th of December, 2018. Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone. Just coming right out of the gate. I don't know if you've seen these pillows before. Those aren't pillows, but one of the most popular trends this year, and we've got them here at Hy-Vee. So if you have ADD and you don't know what to do, Betsy, Ryan, Chad, look at this. You could just do this all day. It kind of looks like I'm making a boomerang on Instagram, doesn't it? Look at that. It's like when we took a little video of DJ Delmer making some Fiesta trays yesterday. So if you're looking for, do they have a name? I don't know, Magic Sequence Decorative Pillow. That's the worst name ever. What? That's the best they could do? Magic Sequence Decorative Pillow. What about Magic Pillow? Right? We've already got the guy with the sweet mustache with My Pillow. I would call this Magic Pillow and let a guy with a goatee sell it. Like this guy. I got kids to feed. Tony Tone for Magic Pillow. Look, it does this. What else does it do? Nothing. That's it. Here, Betsy, as a matter of fact. Ready? Hey, nice catch. All right. Little sneak peek of the guests, too. Before we get started, officially, Jim, you didn't know what you were in for. I didn't. This is like CNN in a grocery store. Or Fox News, whichever side you prefer. Not trying to be divisive. All right. Last night, Viola Werner and her friends with Toys for Kids delivered several, and by the way, I should recognize the Muscatine County Sheriff's Office, in addition to giving them a escort from Jody's to Krieger's, they also contributed several bicycles, and I believe Viola had every bit of 60-plus bicycles last night. That's what the report is. Viola Werner, good for you. Here's video of the arrival. Check this out. Escorted by the Muscatine County Sheriff's Office. Shout out to Ardith and the crew. This video shot in portrait mode. Probably went on Instagram. And the Snapchat. So it's just vehicle after vehicle and trailers with bicycles and toys, all of which staying local. Going to the Salvation Army. As a matter of fact, tomorrow morning, Saturday, 11 a.m., if you want to help out, go to Calvary Church. You can unload the Hawkeye Hauler. And what a great effort, once again, by Viola and her friends. The last thing I'll mention before we get rolling, the other day, our friend Chief Kinmuth with the West Liberty Police Department, they had Shop with a Cop. They brought in like over $6,000 in donations, and they were able to do a whole bunch of shopping with several children. And I believe each kid had like $325. So here's some pictures that Ryan Broderson took. Look how happy these kids are. That is the young man right there. Ryan, go back. Please look at that giant sloth, by the way. That's funny. That young man right there with Chief Kinmuth stopped in when we were doing Battle of the Bells and made a donation, so I appreciate that. Great selection, by the way, with the Star Wars thing. All right, let's keep going. Shop with the Cop. West Liberty PD did a very, very good job. And everybody that contributed to their cause, feel good about that. I mean, you're really making the holidays that much brighter. And what we know about Shop with a Cop is that the participants are encouraged to buy things not only for themselves, it's more about being able to give gifts to their family. And that's what you're seeing right here. Good pictures, Ryan. Got that fancy camera. Wow. Any with Chief Kinmuth? Not that he's the main attraction, but I can't believe he hasn't been in all these pictures yet. Look at how great this is. Wow. Very cool. Very cool. There's Chief with the Santa hat on. Love it. All right, very good. We'll talk to Chief again soon, and we look forward to having him back on the show. Okay, from Crossroads Incorporated in Muscatine, we've got Jim Hayes and Kyle Avis on the show for their first times, which is sad because I've known both these guys for a number of years. Jim, pleasure to see you. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you for having us.
What's up, buddy? How are you?
Hey, Tony, good to be here.
Good to see you. So, all right, Crossroads. I want to just keep this very informative.
Okay.
Because I am convinced that there are people, gentlemen, that will travel up and down Hauser Street past Crossroads, and for some of them, it'll be years, and they'll have no idea what's going on at Crossroads. Personally, of course, you know that I've been into Crossroads and been familiar with it. I have a sense for what's happening at Crossroads. But Jim, do you want to start with maybe a little bit of history, background about Crossroads, and then getting into a little bit of the mission, because you're really doing something incredible on a daily basis, that's for sure.
We are. We really focus on helping people reach their greatest potential.
Yeah.
And that's really what we're all about. We do a lot of things. We serve intellectually disabled clients. We serve about 100 that come to our place on a daily basis, and it's really good, heartwarming to see them. Some of them do work. We do a lot of work for a lot of the industries here in town. You know, H&I and Bandag, Musco. We do a lot of that, and so it's been very good to get a place for them to come and work and function, earn a little money, and it's also I think good for the community to provide that service. You know, there's a lot of shortage of employees right now.
Yeah.
The employment rate's pretty low.
Right.
And it's hard to find workers, and you know, the clients that come to us really feel like they are contributing. They feel like they have a job, they feel welcomed, and they feel like part of society. So it's a good thing.
Well, and it's hard work, Kyle. I mean, again, I have a lot of firsthand experience, right? So I'm kind of close to Crossroads, and I feel like if there's 100 clients, I might know 97 of them, right?
You're kind of popular.
Yeah, which is great because they're so wonderful. But the sense that they have, like, this is a job. I mean, it is a serious. I mean, just like for everybody else, right? It's going to work. It's doing a good job. It's being responsible. It's getting better. And I know that that's important.
They take extreme pride in the work they do. It's always amazing to go out there on the production floor and try to keep up with them, knowing that their quality rates are higher than a lot of the, at the H&I facilities even.
Right.
So it's fun to watch that.
And it's a lot bigger of a space than I think people realize. You know, because again, if you're just cruising up and down Hauser Street and you're seeing Crossroads, and maybe you've known someone that's worked there or not, I mean, it's there. You have a lot. I mean, I was in the building for the first time a couple weeks ago, and just kind of went into an area where we were doing a little catering. But we cut through the shop a little bit, and I couldn't believe the size of the facility.
It's pretty big, isn't it?
Right.
Yeah.
And I wonder for Jim, because I mean, kind of the new guy.
Kind of.
Sort of.
Sort of.
So, did you have experience with Jim Hayes was with Unity Point Health for a while. Did you have experience with Crossroads? What I'm getting to is what led you to take the position of executive director with Crossroads. So was it a previous history with the organization, or do you see a chance to contribute?
Well, I retired from the hospital
Right.
In 2017, and kind of enjoyed not doing anything for 8 months. But after
you made it a whole 8 months, huh?
I did, and after
Wow.
you do that for 8 months,
Yeah.
You've not done everything you're going to do, and so I ended up. There was a leadership change. I was approached by some people in the community to maybe step in and kind of help with that.
Sure.
And so I started May of this year.
Wow.
And really had no knowledge. And I'm kind of like you. I drive up and down Hauser and
Sure.
look at Crossroads and think, well, I wonder what goes on there. And I've just been. It's just been overwhelming to understand exactly what happens in that organization.
It's powerful.
It is, and it's not only the workshop and assembly and packaging, but we have secure document shredding. So
Sure.
if there's, papers that are of a sensitive nature,
Yep.
have confidential information, we can do that. We have a couple of houses that we house people and try to get them into more of a normal, setting.
Yeah.
We have a program called Dayhab, and it's for people who maybe can't function as much in the workshop.
Sure.
But it's activities for them. Sometimes it's development and kind of rehabilitation. They take a lot of trips. They might come here.
Yeah,
And,
we had some folks
shop around.
ringing the bell yesterday. I came down the stairs from the office to leave, and I just saw my friends, and I stopped, and it made me so happy to see them ringing the bell, like getting out in the community. It's so important. You guys both know, Kyle, for sure. You've been at Crossroads for a couple of years now, right?
Yeah, so our day app program's really getting a bigger focus on getting our clients out into the community, making sure that they're as integrated and just having a good time in the community, being a part of a fabric of the community.
Well, here's the thing, and we're looking at some great pictures from Crossroads. Maybe people that watch this show know this. My brother-in-law, Nolan, has severe autism, so he's been in my life for almost 10 years. But before that, I have a cousin, Michelle, who maybe every bit of 40 or 41, special needs. So for me, I've never seen a difference, right? So if I see someone that has special needs, I don't see that disadvantage, or you know what I mean? I just see them as a person. I communicate to them as a person, and that's what I was so happy about when I saw my friends ringing the bell yesterday. It was great. I greeted them so warmly because I was just genuinely happy to see them, and I'm going to see them later today. But you're right, getting out into the community, being at events, helps them immensely, because the last thing we want to do is to have folks with special needs feel isolated. And I think what's so great about Crossroads is, just like for everybody else, you want to surround yourself with friends. And I know that there are so many folks that have showed up to Crossroads for the first day and that have been there for several years, and they have developed some deep friendships amongst that group. That's got to make you feel so good. And Jim, you're experiencing that just since May, but I mean, you probably walked in and thought, this is an excellent group that we have.
It really is. And, the realization that everybody there, all of our clients, the only thing they want is to be treated like everybody else.
100%.
Because they are people.
Yep.
They have likes and dislikes just like you and I do.
Yep.
And it's really been eye-opening to me, to see our clients they have a good time, they laugh, we got some of the best dancers. You'll find out later today.
Oh, I know, Jim. I know. Do I know about the dancing that happens? Oh, yes. It's my favorite part. I'll be doing more dancing than they will, quite frankly. So the Crossroads Christmas party is happening this afternoon, and I've been privileged to provide music and play every request. I don't know if this is my third or fourth year, Kyle. I can't remember. But what I told Kyle, and I'll tell you, Jim, is I just said, pencil me in until I'm either, I don't know, if I'm not in town, don't pencil. You know what I mean? If I move to another country, but I'm committed to be there.
We've got you locked in for the next few years.
That contract is locked and loaded. But it's such a rewarding experience. And you're right, Jim. Folks with special needs, with challenges, they don't want to be treated any differently. They just want to feel accepted. They want to be able to go contribute to a job that they have. And imagine, I don't even want to think about a Muscatine or a Tipton, quite frankly, because there is a Crossroads in Tipton, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to think about those communities without Crossroads, right? Yeah. You are an integral part of these communities that you're in, and I hope you realize that. And it's Kyle, it's such a interesting balance, because you have folks that are showing up and contributing, and it's their job, and then the day hab program, but there's other ways, and we're looking at pictures from the carnivals, and that's kind of what I was getting to. We talk about outreach. There's so many different ways that you're encouraging the community to ask questions, see how they can get involved. I know, quite frankly, I believe I saw on Facebook last night that there's an employment opportunity that you guys are looking to fill. Right,
we have a couple of openings.
Yeah.
We're looking for some people to help with the production floor, and also
some
help
overnight staffing,
help
maybe?
work in our homes.
Yeah. So if you're looking right, just think about it that way. Like, you're providing 100 clients, and then how many people are in the offices?
We generally have 45 or so.
40, 45 staff members.
Yeah.
Wow. So 150, 160 plus people are relying on Crossroads
Something
every
like that.
day. Yeah. Pretty incredible, right? You came from a large organization with Unity Point Health,
right,
that's serving a need and meeting a need, and it makes sense. Of course, that's why you got asked to consider Crossroads. even if you weren't familiar with the source material, so to speak,
Yeah.
you know how to do the right thing and how to help lift people up and lead an organization. So I wonder, Jim, it's only been since May, I understand that, but are there avenues that you're looking to explore with Crossroads? Anything that you can discuss that you're maybe trying to cast a vision for the next few years? You'd like to see Crossroads continue to evolve and then maybe try or branch out in different ways?
Well, we're working right now very hard on internal kind of structure and the way we approach business and so forth, because
Sure.
there is a business side to this,
Yeah.
you know. And so we're just now taking a look at that. We're working with our board and with our leadership team to kind of develop the plan for the next year, 2 years, 3 years out,
Right.
and on into the future. So I'm real excited about that. I think the community needs Crossroads,
Yes.
and
Yes. 100%.
so we're working on it.
All right. So, Kyle, in your role with service director, right?
Correct.
So what exactly, I mean, I know that you love what you do, but when you wake up in the morning, you're thinking, I'm going to attack the day. You're a very proud person, and I admire your work ethic. But what is it about what you get to do with Crossroads that just gets you so excited each day?
Yeah, so I'm not a whole lot different than your background, Tony, where, growing up, I knew individuals that were affected by mental disabilities. And
Sure.
so the passion I had about that kind of drew me to Crossroads. My new role as a service director is new to myself. It's funny because I grew up in the grocery business. I spent a lot of time with Hy-Vee, 8
Sure.
years with Hy-Vee. And
Yeah.
He's
so
real
learning
comfortable here.
I was going to
learning the
say.
clinical side. I stopped and saw Kayleen first thing this morning and spent a little time with her,
Yeah.
reminiscing.
That's awesome.
But I just enjoy, bringing some leadership to our service managers.
Sure.
Trying to help them understand and navigate through the funding. Like Jim said, nonprofits are forced to run like businesses anymore.
Sure.
And we have great social workers. They need a little help sometimes, not giving away the farm, per
Right.
se.
Right. Sure.
They'd feed everybody, and that's great.
Right.
You need that balance. So
Yeah.
we're just trying to learn that role.
It's so important to have Crossroads, and it's so important. And I just was looking at my phone, and I saw that Debbie on Facebook said that she didn't know that Crossroads has a day hab program. Okay, so for folks like Debbie that are going to watch this at some point, are there openings for the day hab program? Is it a matter of calling Crossroads?
Yeah,
what would you tell them
Kathleen
to do?
Moore is our day hab manager.
Okay.
Call her and get some referrals and how that works.
Perfect.
And if you look on our website, I see it's up there now on the screen. It has information about what our different programs are. So
Absolutely.
there's a description right now up there of the day hab program, and
Yep. Well, let's keep it right there and just let's scroll through these, right? So vocational services, the shredding. We just kind of touched on that, Jim. But man, that is a really big deal that you have that, because there are a lot of folks that have. I mean, we all kind of got that folder or box of tax returns that you're like, well, those are 10 years old. Now they're 15 years old. What do I do with them?
Yeah, and we do a lot of that for individuals that maybe they close a business, or maybe
Right.
they change and they have old records they want
Yep.
to get rid of, but there's social security numbers, there's all kinds of stuff
Yep.
that they don't want to have just thrown in the landfill. So they bring it to us and we shred it. We have a secure process. We're certified to do this.
Yeah.
And we offer them a certificate that verifies that this document was destroyed.
It's a big deal. I mean,
It is, and we have about 70 plus clients in the community that on a daily, weekly basis, we take a truck and drive around and take locked shred bins from them.
I didn't know that.
Bring them back and shred them securely, provide the certificate necessary, and then we compact the shredded material into bales
Okay.
and sell them to recycle and so forth.
I did not know
So-
that. I mean, I knew that the shredding was there, but I didn't know that was such a big part of what happens.
Yeah, and if you just have a few things to shred,
Sure.
maybe some personal documents, you can bring them into our organization anytime, and right there in the front lobby, there's a locked shred bin, and you can stick them in there. If you're not really concerned about getting a certificate,
Sure.
you can throw it right there in the locked shred bin, and we'll take care of it for you and make sure it's shredded securely.
So again, a great service for businesses, for folks in the community. And then I wonder, for both of you, as you think about how Crossroads is supported and lifted up by this community that we live in. People that watch this show probably think, geez Louise, Tony, sunshine and roses. But really, Muscatine is a great place to be. And we know that, and there's so many different examples. And Crossroads being able to continue to operate every day and be there for folks that need them doesn't happen without, first of all, the strength of the business in this town that have relationships with Crossroads.
Right.
But I also know that there's a lot of individuals that have really, taken it to heart to be involved, to volunteer, to maybe contribute in other ways. So talk about that, the community support.
Absolutely. I've had the fortune to move around with Hy-Vee, a lot of different towns in Iowa. Without doubt, Muscatine is one of the more supportive communities out there. We're very fortunate to be in this community. As you said, it's a very healthy, vibrant economy. Poses some other challenges, trying to find enough staff for our organization. But, to have H&I, to have Kent, to have Band Ag, and all those industries right here in our backyard has been very beneficial to Crossroads. Never lacked support from the community, which is great.
And Jim, when you think about these organizations that are, operating and taking care of their business and all of their needs, it's one thing for them to be there with you as a partner and relying on Crossroads for different components and things like that, but to just have that support over the years. Because how long has Crossroads been in Muscatine?
Started in 1969, I believe.
Okay, so since '69,
So
you look around.
50 years next year.
Wow, 50th anniversary. That's awesome.
That's right. You will have us back, won't you?
Yes, it'll be a year though.
Oh
yeah.
That's okay.
We'll book you December. I think December 7th next year will be a Saturday. We'll do a special edition show. But if you look around town, 50 years is a big deal. There's not a lot of places that have been here 50 years. There's a lot of industry that's been here. But that's what I'm saying. Like, for Crossroads, that is to be celebrated for sure.
Right.
Right? And it looks like October of '69. So if we're looking for that exact 50th anniversary, October 2019,
we'll throw a party and we'll get you to come DJ.
Yeah, happy to. Wow, 50 years. I didn't know that.
Yep.
I didn't know it's been that long. We need it. And then has the Tipton location been up there? I don't know a lot about the Tipton Crossroads location. Maybe not 50 years, but...
So Tipton was operated by Kirkwood for some time, and I don't have the exact dates on that.
Okay.
We've operated it for the last 3 or 4 years now.
Okay, so just in the last few years, kind of came under the Crossroads wing, so to speak. Wow, that's great.
They have very similar programs to what we have here. They have a workshop. They have day hab services. There is one of the we call them supported community living houses up there.
Yep.
So it's a kind of a mini version of Muscatine.
What would you want people, like at this point, a couple of employment opportunities, are there ever ways that people volunteer, or is there anything that Crossroads needs or needs us to convey to this audience outside of the fact that good work is happening, even if you're just cruising up and down Hauser like we've said? But is there anything that we should let them know, or if they want to get involved?
Well, we are just starting to consider voluntary programs, volunteer programs to help with some of our services. And all I can say is stay tuned.
Yeah.
Because you're going to hear more about Crossroads in the future.
Cool.
And we're going to keep the community informed about, what we're doing and where we're going.
Yeah.
We're getting ready to launch a new program too, supportive employment, where we want to get our clients out into the community, working community jobs. And so when we go around to local businesses, we just ask for, support in that aspect as well.
Well, I think that Hy-Vee is a place that would be there, right?
Absolutely.
That's what impresses me. Obviously I work here, yeah, I know, but even before I worked here, the amount of time that I would spend in this store and see that Hy-Vee employs, folks that have some challenges, it's great. Just like y'all are doing it. It's just, that's what we need, right?
Well, you used to eat more back then, right?
Right. I did used to eat a little bit more. I was here a lot.
I thought so.
I was making well, let me tell you how hard it is working in a grocery store and being on a diet. We have a ton of healthy stuff, don't get me wrong. But some days I just want to get a bucket of sesame chicken and just It's been good though. It's been good.
Well, you've done a great job.
I appreciate that. We would be remiss if we didn't mention while Kyle is here that apparently Tom Wilson, just the other day on Hy-Vee Today, unbeknownst to me, was sort of talking a little smack about your significant other with this cake auction coming up for L&M next week. I had no idea.
My wife makes great cakes, and
Yeah.
Tom, look out this year. I know she's putting a lot of work into her cake, and she's having fun with it. It'll be not to go too much into it, be a patriotic theme. And
Okay.
she's excited for it.
I like how you're not going to give away any secrets, as if Tom Wilson is what he probably is. So don't
is
give
watching.
it away. Isn't that fun? A competitive cake auction, right?
Well, everything's competitive. you know?
How about it? I just like the fact that Jim Hayes lasted 8 months being retired and was like, time to get back. Well, we were just talking to Oz Malcolm yesterday, who's city councilman, same deal, retired and then thought. So I said to Oz yesterday, I don't think I'll ever want to retire, because if you can still contribute and people think highly enough of you to call and say, hey, I mean, that's great, right? It has to make you feel good. We know that you did good work in your previous role at Unity Point Health, but man, to get that call, wow.
Well, they couldn't get anybody else to do it, so
You're so humble.
I'm the default.
Right. Yeah, that's funny. Oh boy.
And by the way,
You're an excellent choice.
Our community is fortunate because we have a partnership with Public Health and Unity Point and
Sure.
Robert Young Center, and they actually have therapists that can help you with your unhealthy attachment to that pillow.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I was wondering where you were going, and it came back to the pillow. I feel like that would look good in your office. What do you think?
Well, it might.
Yeah.
But then I would spend too much time in my office. So
I was going to say. And
wouldn't
if
be
I know
good.
Jim Hayes, he is not in the office. He is out there working hard.
sometimes.
It is going to be fun this afternoon. I'll tell you this. Seriously, that Crossroads Christmas party, the first year that I did it, and I DJ and host a lot of stuff. I don't work as hard as I do in the 2 hours that I will at the Crossroads Christmas party. It is so fun. All the requests and the dancing and the smiling faces, and occasionally Santa shows up. I don't know if Santa's making it.
Santa will be
today.
there
He'll be
today.
here. Yep.
Excellent.
He will.
So it's just a joyous occasion for sure, and a celebration for your staff as well.
Great
Yep.
food coming as well from Hy-Vee. We're appreciative of
Yeah,
that.
it works out. I get to help cater and then play some tunes and see if I can convince this guy to do a little dancing.
I don't know about that.
You don't think so?
No,
Okay.
that's a bit much. I might tell a joke.
That's great.
You know,
yeah.
it might be that.
You've been practicing?
I have.
You want to hear a quick one that I've said on the show like 4 times now?
Okay, what's
All right.
that?
It's a dad joke. I don't want to
All
brag. Why couldn't the toilet paper cross the road?
I give up. Why?
It got stuck in the crack.
Oh.
Be here all day. Thank you very much. Look at they don't even laugh anymore. I've said it so many times. Nobody laughs. Did you see that? It was like the store got quiet. Even Brent didn't even laugh.
Did you hear
Oh,
that
boy.
the invisible man and the invisible woman got married?
I didn't hear that.
Well, but their kids are nothing to look at.
Yes.
they laughed
oh,
at my
look,
joke.
Betsy's laughing.
That's
You're
good.
fired. You're rehired. We need you. Just like you said that nobody would take the job at Crossroads. Same thing with Hy-Vee today. We can't let Betsy go. There's nobody else. Unless you want to come do the show and then go to Crossroads. Make it a fuller day for you.
Well,
Yeah.
why not?
Happy to have you. Guest host potential, maybe.
Sleep is overrated.
That's
you know?
right. It is. Well, I will see you guys in a little bit. Thanks for coming on the show, Jim.
All
It's
right.
great to
Thanks
see you.
for having
Kyle,
us.
Thank you, man.
Thanks
Great
a lot,
to see
Tony.
you. Yeah, I was happy to see you this morning. I was like, oh, there's Kyle. What's going on? Yeah, I'm glad that you guys came, and we'll see you in just a couple hours. I can't wait.
All right.
All right, let's go CBI Bank and Trust aisle cam, and then we'll come back and check in with Chef Tess, who's cracked. Actually, if we go to Chef Tess in a second, whoa, look at that. There's some serious yoking going on. Chef Tess yoking it up. What is happening? We're going to go overhead shot here in a second. It appears that she's separating the egg white. Is that right? Is Chef Tess mic'd up right now? No, she's not. Okay, that's fine. So I'll relay. What are you making with all the eggs? Creme brulee. You know what, Chef Brulee, Chef Tess, Chef Boyardee, Chef Tess. It is 2 minutes after 9 o'clock. We're doing this show live. It's creme brulee time, quite frankly. How long does it take to make, and how long do I need to stretch the show out till? I can't eat it? Why? Oh, because of the diet? Oh, it's for a dinner party. Oh, I see. So I'm not invited to the dinner party is what you're really saying. Is that dinner party tonight? I'll be there. Okay. Well, if you need anybody to sample, and I know that it's not part of my diet. I have so many people on the diet police at this store. It's great, actually. It's really great. They look out for me. I appreciate it. If you need anybody to sample, let us know. We'll be around, you know. I've got a commitment in a couple hours, but I could always swing back for some. And if you need someone also to light the blowtorch, that's what you use, right? You're not using you don't need help? Delmer would love to run the blowtorch for creme brulee, Delmer. Not what you're thinking. Yeah, that's right. That's what Delmer was using to start the broom that he rode to work on this morning. A little blowtorch action. How about that? Now I got Betsy to laugh. All right.
Still work here?
Me or Delmer?
You.
Yeah, Jim. See, I got this contract. They can't let go of me. It's
right?
a whole. Well, unless the phone call comes from Des Moines. Otherwise, I think I'm okay for a little bit longer. Look at the bowl full of eggs. Holy moly! All right, let's go CVI Bank and Trust aisle cam, and then I think Mike Church from the meat department is going to slide over. He's working right now. There's always that moment when your coworkers are going to be on the show and then they're doing actual work, which you guys know that I have a lot of actual work that we do here. All right, so yes, that is a good looking aisle cam. You can see a couple different things set up from the floral department and Brian Mueller, produce department, rocking and rolling on the gift basket station. Wow, does that look good. Holy moly. So if it's you that needs a gift basket for someone in your family, co-workers, friends, you can customize it down to a bottle of wine or a 6-pack or just candy and treats. It's all right there. Check it out. Betsy, do you want to see if Mike Church is going to walk over? I don't want to yell at him. There's people right over there, but I think he's going to be heading this way. If not, it's fine. I'll just keep talking about gift baskets and stuff. Chad is going looking for Mike Church. Oh, there you go. Tess just called him over. Nice. All right. Well, I'll see you guys in a little bit.
All right.
You're free to go to work, I guess. Sorry.
Oh,
Let me grab this from you. Yeah, thanks. I know. We're going to have a good time at the Crossroads Christmas party, that's for sure. And there's a live look in the meat department, ladies and gentlemen. And there was a live look at Ryan Broderson. Yes, that great hat he's got on. Top 5 Ryan Broderson hat, Estes Park. Very good. All right. Well, today is December 7th. It is National Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day. So we think about that. You probably have seen some footage, some pictures on the news this morning. I've been up since 3:30, so watch. You know, there's like the news before the news, and then there's the news before the news that's before the news. Did you know that? There are people doing the news at like 3 a.m. Like, is this like the news for insomniacs? You know what they should be telling you on the news at 3 a.m.? Go to sleep. That's what they should be telling you. Betsy's nodding her head. She hasn't slept yet, ladies and gentlemen. Working around the clock. Betsy McDonald. So it is National Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day. And then, oddly enough, it's National Cotton Candy Day. Doesn't make a lot of sense, but that's apparently a thing. So National Cotton Candy Day going on all day. I can't wait. Chef Tess doing creme brulee. That's fantastic. Pam Stewart saying hi to Kyle on Facebook. Hello to Melody and Judy and Karma and Veronica and Debbie and everybody that's watching live with us. I appreciate you. I hope you have plans for a good weekend. You know, tonight in Muscatine, we've got the holiday stroll downtown. The weather might be a little frightful. The fires, delightful. I don't think there'll be any fires in downtown Muscatine. Keep yourself warm. That's not a practical heating method. Barrels with fires in them. You know what it is, Betsy. Gloves and hats and scarves, right? And hand warmers, where you do this move, and then you put the hand warmer inside the glove. You ever put a hand warmer in your sock? Game changer. That's a lesson from your old pal, Tony. Michael, come on down, sir. It's like a treat for me. I get to see your better half, and now I get to see this young man. All right, Mike Church going to get situated here in a minute. We got a lot to talk about this morning. Oh, baby, talking prime rib in just a moment. Hang tight, friends. I wish it was National Prime Rib Day. That would just be so fitting. Let's clip that on there, and we're going to get to work. All right, it's Friday, the 7th of December. That means, ladies and gentlemen, that we are 18 days away from Christmas. Are you ready for Santa Claus to be coming to town, ladies and gents? Mike Church with the meat department. How you doing, brother? Good to see you.
How are you?
Good. Oh boy, somebody. Ralph harassing Mike Church,
Ralph,
everybody.
you're my guest this morning.
Ralph, we need you. I got to take off. Ralph, please. Guest host Ralph. Don't you love it? I mean, you have the luxury. You have the luxury of knowing a lot of people, as do I. It makes your job enjoyable for sure.
Oh yeah, he's a piece of work. But no, I like Ralph. He's a good guy.
All right, so we're sitting here officially 18 days away from Christmas. People that are going to be hosting a Christmas or Christmas Eve meal. I love that you brought a whole thing about preparing the perfect prime rib. That intimidates me, Mike. I've never cooked a prime rib in my house.
I didn't bring any.
That's
I didn't
okay.
bring any samples.
That's
though,
all right.
So I apologize. Just a couple. I think we talked about this last year, Tony, a little bit. We talked about the biggest question is that a lot of people ask during the holidays. From a turkey to a bone-in ham to a boneless ham to a bone-in rib or a boneless rib roast. The biggest thing is what you want to factor in is how many people do you have?
Sure.
So if it's a bone-in, such as a bone-in turkey, obviously a turkey's bone-in, turkey breast,
Okay.
bone-in rib roast,
Ooh.
you're talking a pound per person.
Okay.
So if you have 10 to 12, let's say 12 guests, you're going to need 12 pound per person. If it's boneless, you're talking a boneless rib roast, a boneless pork roast, possibly a boneless ham, or what else we got out there? Boneless chuck roast or anything else boneless.
Wow.
It's about a half a pound to 3/4 pound per person.
That's the last thing that you want to have happen, isn't it, Mike? Where you take the time and put this meal together, and then you're plating up for everybody, and you get to that moment where you're like, I'm out of meat. Right?
Well, I have plenty here to sell.
Oh,
so-
look at that prime
so-
rib. Holy moly. Betsy's so excited about the prime rib. She wants us to cook one right now. Betsy, I don't know if you've ever cooked a prime rib before, but it intimidates the heck out of me. Mike Church, when you see a picture like that, wow.
Yeah, that does look delicious.
Doesn't that look good? But it's intimidating. Honestly, I've never cooked one. You're saying I could
I've
do that
only
in the oven at my house?
I've done it twice.
Okay.
And really, the biggest thing is the most important thing is
Yeah.
don't overcook it. If
Right.
you overcook it, you're going to be really, really disappointed. So a couple ways you can do with that.
Yeah.
We've got any prime rib that you get here, folks, or any question you have. Obviously, you got the internet, but we've got some really nice pamphlets that the Iowa Beef Council sends out.
Yeah.
And they give you a list of all the roast, kind of like
my
holiday
goodness.
roast.
Yeah.
From boneless ribeye, bone-in, tenderloin roast,
Wow.
sirloin tip, top round, eye round. It gives you the weight, your cooking time, if you want it medium rare,
Yeah.
medium, or unfortunately if somebody wants it well, right, Chef Tess?
Who wants a well-done prime rib? Come on.
So that
Whoa.
is the biggest thing. That is the most important thing.
Yeah.
And the other one, second most important thing is get yourself a meat thermometer. And
Okay. Now let me ask you. I want to interrupt. I have a digital meat thermometer. Where are you at? Are you going old school on the thermometer with the gauge?
There's a couple different options.
Yeah.
Some ovens have the thing where you can actually plug it into your oven.
Oh my gosh.
Right, and then you probe it in your meat, and it gives you the temperature right then and there. If you have a very current oven, those
Yeah.
are really, really nice and handy. The only thing is sometimes you got to be careful with those. The plastic or the rubber, if it's like on the pan or something,
Right.
can have a short in it. That has happened to me before. But that's a real easy way. There's a ton of digital thermometers out
Sure.
there. The only thing about that is when you're doing that, you're checking that thing constantly, so you're opening the door. What's the unwritten rule on when you open the door, Chef Tess? Isn't there like an old saying? So if you open the door, it's 15 minutes more or
Oh
something
my
like
gosh.
that.
Oh yeah, I mean every time you open that door, you're
Yes,
losing.
it's like when you're
losing your
grilling.
heat.
You know, anytime you open the door, you're
You're
losing
letting
that
the heat out.
So that's going to increase your cooking time. Not,
See, I feel
not
like-
a lot, but it's just one of those things. But you got the probe from your oven.
Right.
You can buy some of those. You can buy a thermometer that can actually go into the oven, which
Super
could be
cool.
really helpful.
Yeah.
Or obviously, if you're close, really, really close, and you open your door and you put it in there, and you can go from there. And it's only the biggest thing is, folks, just do not overcook it. So.
No, I'm with you. Betsy, let's get the cart cam. Since Mike's here, we got the cart cam. We're in your department, basically. Let's just let's do a slow walk through, because I wonder, Are there people, Mike, that are thinking like prime rib sounds awesome, but we're gonna throw down some big old steaks? I mean, when it comes to the holidays, you can, whether you're serving yourself or 10 people, I mean, you can really get creative.
You know, a lot of people, still have the traditional ham, turkey,
Right.
ribeye roast, but a lot of times anymore, it seems like, and I know we kind of do too, like on Christmas Eve, a lot of people do soups. A lot of people might
Sure.
do tacos. A lot of people
Sure.
may do pasta. So the one thing about it's nice for me for Thanksgiving or for obviously for the holidays
Yeah.
versus Thanksgiving. Usually Thanksgiving it's more you got one item. Obviously
right.
it's turkey.
That's right.
Where with Christmas, I mean it allows us to, good for me. We get to sell a lot more product. I mean,
Sure.
From ground beef to rib roast to turkeys to hams, pork roast. I mean it's just different for everybody. Every family. It seems like people do a lot of different things. Some families do sandwiches or appetizers.
Yeah.
So another reason why we came on here today, obviously we're going to talk about prime rib, but we're
Sure.
going to talk about, if there's something really unique, maybe like a rack of lamb or something, we may not have something like that in stock all the time, but
Sure.
for the holidays we will, or veal shanks. But I mean, give us a call. Something you're thinking. I mean, I know it's 3 weeks away. What are we? 3 weeks away?
18 days. Crazy.
If something special you're really looking for, give us a call and see what we can do for you. I mean, we can get turduckens, we can get lamb racks.
I'm sorry. You can get turduckens?
Yeah.
We were talking about turduckens on this show.
I did see a funny
talking about-
turducken thing on Facebook the other day. It had a duck, a chicken, and a
Turkey. Right.
in bed together. So, but I can't go any further than that.
That's how the turducken
We don't want to
gets
get
here.
R-rated.
That's right. Yeah, we'll stick to a hard PG-13. You can get turduckens in the
Yes.
meat department?
Yeah, you can.
Now,
I've never had one. But
You haven't lived, sir. How much would that cost? And I have no idea.
you know what? The thing about it is...
There's a
those
turducken
things-
right
look
there
at
in my
that.
church with rice in it, apparently. What is going on?
That is,
I mean, it's almost just...
those things are
too
actually,
much.
for some reason, really, they are kind of pricey. So
Yeah.
prepare yourself. If you do want a turducken, get with me. We can
Yeah.
get you one, but they are a little pricey. But
Wow.
there are some people that do buy those.
Yeah.
So
You have to know people because of what you do every day that are like, I don't care if it's 13 inches of snow, I'm still grilling. So that'll be something that people will be doing on Christmas. Lighten up the grill, right? If they're
maybe.
brave enough. I
I'm
mean, we
sure
don't know what
there's
the
some
weather is
people-
going to look
No,
like.
I don't.
But
We don't.
I heard the other day you had a great deal on brats, and I thought, and I know you can do brats in the oven or on the stovetop or boil them, but I can think of a neighbor of mine that's still got the grill fired up. Like, people just don't want to stop.
I'm not that hardcore, but there are quite a few people that
Yeah.
do. But like I said, if you're thinking about what you're going to do for your meal for the holidays, feel free to give us a call. We'll do anything we possibly can to take care of you.
Yeah.
We have a huge variety from hams, turkeys, turkey breast, rib roast, you name it. I mean, pretty much we can get it. So if there's something that you're looking for, feel free to give us a call.
I also like the idea of giving the gift of a meat bundle. So for
That is
people, I
correct.
mean, you can probably empathize with me. Yeah, you know what? I want more than 5 steaks. That's something that you do as well.
Sure,
Yeah.
you bet.
All right. So listen, there's nothing that this guy can't handle, including apparently being able to get turduckens, which I did not know. And this is great, right? This is like the prime rib Bible, so to speak. So if you are like me, Betsy, please zoom in. I did my nails this morning. If you're like me and you're thinking, yeah, you know what? I want to try doing it, but I don't even know where to start. This is all you need right here, friends. Now, here's where my wife and I differ. she would like, I'm not saying I want my prime rib well done, but like that picture on the cover right here, that's not light enough for her. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Sometimes I feel like it's still breathing. So my father-in-law is usually the one that does the prime rib, and I always tell him, like, just skip a few rows back for me, And then I don't know where you stand on the horseradish with prime rib.
You got to have the horseradish.
Right?
Yes.
Man.
Yeah.
There's just something. I mean, have a taste without anything on it, of course. But then, what's Chef Tess doing right now? Hold on, let's go back to the Hy-Vee Today kitchen. It looks exciting. Also, creme brulee again. So I've never made creme brulee. Are you? Do you? Does it have to sit, bake? Where does it go from here?
So, a creme brulee is a custard that is made from cream and egg yolks.
Right.
And so you bake it really low and slow.
Ooh.
So that you cook the egg yolk and it sets the custard. What I'm doing right now is I'm setting my pan of creme brulee inside of another pan that I'm then filling with water about halfway up the custard.
Nice.
And what that'll do is it kind of prevents the outside from getting too warm and browning and overcooking. So it keeps everything very even, and the water acts like a medium for the heat. So,
but this would not be considered like a double boil, right?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
Wow.
It's going to go into a lower oven, so like 300 degrees until.
First of all, it'll do its thing, and then will you torch it all together at the same time? Will you scoop it and then torch it? Where's it going to go? How are you going to plate it?
We will. So this event is served. All the courses are going to be served family style, which is why
okay.
this is going into like one big.
So they're going to be passing the creme brulee.
Yeah. So I'll torch this whole thing table side, and then I usually pop a couple holes in the sugary crust, and then I put like a homemade blueberry jam.
Oh.
Kind of scattered all over, maybe some edible flowers, make it look really pretty, and then they pass it around the table.
Edible flowers?
Yeah, we carry those.
Whew. Heavy breathing.
Yeah.
You had me at blueberries.
Yeah.
And then I heard edible flowers, and I was in. And yes, I do know that I'm congested. Don't get too close to your streaming device or television. This is great. Wow. Look at how carefully Chef Tess placing that into the oven. And then magically there'll be one that comes out that is already completed that will eat family style. And by that, I mean I'll just shovel it into my old trap over here. Wishful thinking. Today is the last day, as far as I know, unless there's a future appearance in the books. This is your last day on Hy-Vee Today.
Yeah.
Wow.
It is.
You were here since the jump back in February.
Yep.
Can you believe we've been doing this show since February 5th?
Yeah.
That's
crazy.
a long time.
Crazy.
It's leaving us. Chef Tess. Because Ryan wouldn't be nice anymore.
I've
and
had
Betsy.
I've had enough of Ryan and Betsy, so I gotta go.
But obviously, this is one of those moments where it's like, I wish you well. We'll still be friends. I don't know why I have to say all this, but for the sake of the audience, yes, we're happy but we're excited for you.
Thank
Congratulations.
you. Thanks a lot.
Please take Ryan with you.
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
He's right behind that camera.
Sorry, Ryan. I thought he was going to drop that camera for a second. He was heartbroken. He was dead set on becoming Chef Tess's sous chef, which for those of you looking to spell a new word at home, that would be S-O-U-S?
Just lose the question mark on the end and you got it right.
Yes. Jackpot. All right, very good. Creme brulee coming up in just a few. Okay, so thank you for watching Hy-Vee today, and we will miss Chef Tess for sure, of course. And people love. Listen, I love watching people cook. That's why there are superstar chefs that have TV shows and books and all of that. It's where we can't get enough of it. So having that element on the show has been wonderful for sure. I want to say thanks to Jim Hayes and Kyle Avis with Crossroads here in Muscatine for taking the time to be with us. Big supporter of Crossroads and the good work that they do and the services that they provide for folks in Muscatine. It's a big deal. 7638 or careers@teamssi.com. And last but not least, Jenny, we got your number 563 3167635. First shift general labor. $10 an hour, 7A to 3:30 Call Jenny. Email Jenny. Stop by and see Jenny, 109 Lake Park Boulevard at Team Staffing Solutions here in the Pearl City. Tomorrow is breakfast with Santa and Mrs. Claus. I feel like I got a brick right in my schnozzle right here. Somehow, as the show's gone on, even though I took Sudafed this morning, I am just nasally, everybody. Good morning, friends. I could be like a traffic reporter from the helicopter. We've got traffic backed up at the Cedar Street roundabout this morning. Take a detour and figure out how to yield. Breakfast with Santa, 9 to 11. Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus coming to town. And I know Santa, it's kind of, I don't want to brag, kind of a big deal. I call him SC. Yeah. Know that you're going to make a difference for folks in our community. Ryan Broderson, the Facebook page of myself, my personal Facebook, a little video from Toy Time yesterday. Maybe we'll roll that towards the end. No pressure. I want to invite you to bingo on Tuesday and the Market Girl Express. Don't worry about the graphic. I can just talk. I'd rather show the Toy Time video. Bingo is Tuesday, starts at 6 o'clock, free to play. Stop by and have some fun. And then, of course, I'll mention that the shingles shot, the only place you can get the shingles shot is at your Hy-Vee pharmacy. Walk-ins welcome, no appointment necessary. If you're over 50 years, you're going to need 50 years or older. You're going to need that shingles shot, and we can get you all taken care of. Your best shot against shingles is here, ladies and gentlemen, at your Muscatine Hy-Vee pharmacy. All right. So, with all that being said, I appreciate you watching Hy-Vee today this week. We've had a lot of fun. We kind of took the show on the road and broadcast from the front of the store when we did Battle of the Bells for the Salvation Army, rang the bell for 12 hours, raised $5,500, and I know that we still have some work to do. I encourage you to become a bell ringer for the Salvation Army, 563-263-8272. Video from Toy Time. Went out there yesterday. Truck was in decent shape. Check this out. This was the first time that I had been to Toy Time to see how things were going. I'll tell you this, I know that even with Viola and her friends' generous donation last night with bicycles and toys, there's still room. So you can drop that off. And if you miss Toy Time this week, you can still bring a donation. Call the Salvation Army. Ask them how you can help, ladies and gentlemen. And I will acknowledge the efforts of my former employer with the Voice Muscatine and Vintage Sound, Tim Scott and Jordan Davis. Jordan is 23 years old, young guy, just like I was, 23, doing morning radio, trying to figure it out, and I wish him well. And Tim is not 23. Tim is 24, plus a couple. And he's my little buddy. So I appreciate their efforts, and please consider helping out the Salvation Army. And speaking of that, a year ago tomorrow, December 8th, 2017, that was the last day that I was on the radio. And I spent that last day collecting toys for the Salvation Army. And then I got done, and I walked over and played music like I will today for the Crossroads Christmas party. So it was a very rewarding last day, and it was a very rewarding 5 years that I spent doing that job. And I certainly have enjoyed it'll be a year Tuesday. Ryan Broderson has promised a cake and streamers and balloons and a bag of money to commemorate my 1-year anniversary at Hy-Vee, which will be on Tuesday, December the 11th. Time goes by quickly. I can't believe that it's almost been a year since I've been here. This place has been better than good to me, and I appreciate Jim Simmons for giving me this opportunity, and certainly the ability to stay in front of y'all now with the camera. Still a little weird trying to figure out this camera thing, but I've had fun doing it since February and have enjoyed this role an awful lot. Hy-Vee is a good company. They let me be home with a newborn for 2 weeks. They paid me to be home. Can you believe it? I mean, they take care of their people. Certainly not being put up to say any of this. It's just true. And we try and do the right thing for our employees and our customers every single day. And I hope that you'll consider that as you get ready to do shopping around the holiday season, and consider the fact that Hy-Vee, it kind of all works together, right? Hy-Vee as a company believes in taking care of their employees, who then are able to buy homes and invest in the communities that they live and work in, and they're very prideful people that show up every day and hope to take good care of you. And I'm happy to be a part of that, and look forward to many more years. By the time I'm at my 10-year anniversary, I'll have a nice salt and pepper beard, everybody. It's going to be just wonderful. So thank you again for watching Hy-Vee today. Have a great weekend. Holiday stroll tonight. Don't miss that. Breakfast with Santa tomorrow. And we send our well wishes to Chef Tess, who is on her way, ladies and gentlemen. Holiday stroll tonight, 34th annual Holiday Stroll, downtown Muscatine. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend. We'll see you on Monday, talking quite a few different things on Monday. Megan with Sunnybrook, Megan Francis with Sunnybrook will be here. Superintendent? Whatever we could call Jerry Reeby. He's a lieutenant superintendent. Superintendent Jerry Reeby with Muscatine Community School District will be here, along with Mr. Hoganson, who's a principal at MHS, talking how important attendance is, along with some students. So we look forward to that. All right, I'm done talking. I got to blow my nose and sanitize everything and teach Ryan Broderson a lesson. Things to do, people to see. Have a great weekend. Thanks to CBI Bank and Trust. Thanks to Toyota Muscatine. Thanks to Team Staffing. Ryan right now is going, what lesson? You know, Ryan. If I have to tell you, then you don't know. That's it, y'all. Bye. You know, Ryan.
Thanks for watching Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone. We'll do it again tomorrow with more local guests from in and around the Muscatine community. Questions, comments, know a great guest? Reach out to Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone on Facebook or via email, hyveetoday@gmail.com.